And welcome. Good news. Might have the stream issue figured out. I was just going live. Gonna surprise some people. Um, I'm finishing up these beautiful rings made with Montana Sapphires that I cut. I've been having some trouble scheduling lives recently, but this one just automatically scheduled itself for midnight, and then I don't fucking know. I just said go live, and we'll see what happens. I do need to reach out to a few people. Here in 1 second, because they will be sad if I do a surprise live, crafting live, and I don't tell them. So why is it not showing me live? Can anyone see me live? Do I need to restart the stream? I see a like. You know what? Fuck it. I'm copying the link. I'm sending it to some people. If people show up, awesome. If people don't show up, don't fucking care. Thank you. I appreciate the feedback. That helps. You don't want... Anyway, so yes, working on some rings. Let me introduce you to the sapphires real quick. I have, and all of these are available if you like the stone but don't like the ring and you want it in a ring. Speak now, or before I said it, or forever hold your peace. I mean, I guess I'll cut it out of a ring if you're going custom and paying right, but you know. So hey Josh, in the center there, I have a 60 point blue, and then I have these two half caraters. Was that blue 60 points? I'm pretty sure that blue was 60 points. Yeah, 0.65. So those are what I'm going to be setting into those. Yeah. So there's a few people I like to send the links to when I go live, especially when it's just like crazy. Boom. Okay. Thank you guys for dropping in. Let us get started. So, I figure the easiest way to go on this stream, well, first and foremost, let's decide where my microscope is. About here. I think that's a pretty solid place to work. Cool. Let's zoom in there. Cool. two of the sapphires I'm going to put in a container for now. And then the third one, I'm just going to leave right here. Oh, well, you can't see it, but it's like an inch off screen. Thank you. And I apologize if I'm struggling to keep up with chat and that stuff, guys. I was mostly just trying to be productive. But I'm going to put my phone down here so I can see chat at least. Hey Jerry, weather been pretty insane over there? Oh, I should probably put it on live chat. I appreciate you hitting the like button, my friend. This month has been a little crazy weather-wise. Oh, what was that? I'd rather hear it's going east than west. Hey, Michelle. Hope you're having a good one. So these two circle ones are probably going to be easy for me to set. Just because they're round, and cutting the seats for a round one is always easier. I am sorry to hear that. I kind of feel ya. And I did a number on my finger. Like that. So that's one burn. It says something that my other finger has a band-aid on it. I ain't a stranger to burns, but I just gotten like done being sick too. I really like this little oval one. It's like a gorgeous little blue sapphire. And really an amazing deal for what this ring is going to be. Yeah, I know. That's exactly what I thought when I burnt myself. Like, that was a mistake I couldn't afford to make. It really doesn't like the vibration of the, I'm holding fuck, what do you call this thing? The flex shaft, and it vibrates when, you know, you're taking metal away. My finger is telling me it does not appreciate it. That's it, you always gotta try to bounce back, man. I hope things have been getting a little better for you over there, Jerry. I know you were having a bit of struggles last time we chatted right before I got sick. Alright, let's check to see if this sapphire is going to go in there yet. Now, it was already a really close fit, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little thingy-mabobber. That's got beeswax on the end. I don't know what the professionals use for their diamond magnets. They don't look like they stick the way mine does, but any diamond magnet's better than no diamond magnet. By the way, if you're watching this and you can... Sorry, I'm trying to bring up the chat and be kind enough to hit that thumbs up button. Helps quite a bit. Alright, man. Right back at you. I get life can be busy sometimes. It's close. It's very, very close. Very close fit. Getting there. So I'm going to change my burr out. It's about a 65 point, or this one's about a 50, a half carat green Montana Sapphire. And then there's another ring that's got about the same size Montana Sapphire that's also green in it. And then one that has a 65 point oval that's a nice light blue. Thank you. Sorry, I've got my eyes in the microscope, so it can be a little challenging to keep up with chat. Okay. See if the good old finger will work. Or finger. Sorry, I can feel it, so it's constantly on my brain. Gemstone will fit. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Hell yes. Okay. So, anything in that I need to do better? No, not really. Just set the damn thing. Sweet. Ow! There we go. All right. And then next step. Somewhere around here I have a little... It's a little, I don't know, blunt chisel head or something like that. I actually don't know like, I've heard things like this be called bezel pushers, but this is also a bezel pusher, so actually, the old-fashioned bezel pusher might actually work for this one, or work well for this one. Oops. Bezels are, it looks like they're gonna be a little popular this year, which I kind of like hearing, because, man, they're just the wearable option, in my humble opinion. Okay, well, I have no catching on stuff, exactly. Hey, Will, how are you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. How has your week been? Wow, this sapphire ring is actually turning out pretty well. Sweet. All right, we got ring number 1. How does this look? Probably needs a bit of touch up, but it needs a bit of touch up, and there's a couple spots I can see it's asking me to hammer down a little bit still. So I'm gonna finish doing that little bit of hammering. Anyone have anything cool going on? I know it's a Thursday, so might be a bit of a big ask there. Want to take a second to say thanks to everyone who's hit that like button. Really helps. Want to take a second to say thanks to everyone. Whoopsie. Oh, come on. There we go. Feel that. Ooh, 5:30. That's no fun. Oh, 5:30 p.m. When is my next what? Event? I honestly don't know. I know that I, for a fact, have one scheduled at the end of July, but that's about it right now. Okay, cool. Now that just needs to get polished, which is an immensely boring process. I figure let's not waste time on that here. I might, so next Friday, I might go do some random vending downtown. We have these things called First Fridays, where the first Friday of every month, like, there's a bunch of art shows on the main little street in town, and a lot of the businesses hand out free wine, etc. I might go set up down there this Friday, or for that Friday. Whoa, did I just lose everybody? No worries. This live doesn't have to do well. And the material that or the content I'm creating right now probably isn't all that, you know, it's not addictive, I guess. That is right. My content is not addictive. Don't sue me. Oh, I see you. It just like I see you guys typing. The analytics are telling me there are 2 people here, and that would account for, I figured, me and Michelle, which didn't seem right. YouTube's been buggy lately. Hey, if you can still see what I'm doing and you're enjoying the stream, that's all that matters. Alright, you blue oval thing, you. It is time to, yeah. Oh, come on. I know you're a big boy, but Yeah, well. More work to go. Really? I maybe have that sapphire back, please. All right. It would be really cool to be able to start making rings like this for people. And I figure if they want to supply their own sapphires, I could probably do rings like this for under 400 in silver. Oh, probably under 300. And that includes, like, possibly faceting the sapphire if it's not in a crazy configuration of one sort or another. That'd be really, really cool. Lots of work indeed does go into the ring. And I charge, you know, really good prices, at least in my opinion, because I've seen creators who will just take the rough sapphire and put it in a ring for that price. I'm like, I'll cut it for you, as long as it's not like some crazy cut or tiny. Like, if I don't gotta sit for 10 hours on that stone, I got no problem with it. Alright. It's ready. It's ready to go in. That is a really good description. Like, you managed to nail the essence of this ring in a very quick paragraph or sentence. You're so close. Alright, I need to switch my burr. I know right now I'm thinking what was I thinking, basically, when I decided I was going to set this oval in one of these. Because the whole idea was, that melting video, I've been working on making a bunch of rings. I think I have these 3 plus 3 more that are ready for setting. And I was like, we're just gonna make some affordable, like, decent, good quality, affordable rings. Then the idea of sapphire. Aw, thanks, Michelle. And I put that aqua back for you. Sorry I haven't been in touch. It's not just you. Iris is kind enough to, like, text me every day, and I feel bad because I don't reply to as many as I would like. I hope she's out having fun right now. I hope you can too. It's been a really nice summer so far, or spring so far. So close. Alright, and switching back to the previous burr. Little trick for anyone who's learning this whole thing. Sometimes burrs will, especially if you're using the same type of flex shaft I am, sometimes the burrs will get stuck in there. Said machine that the flex shaft is attached to comes with that little abrasive. I don't know exactly what type of wheel it is. It's some sort of abrasive that's kind of soft and good for just buffing steel. And just removing that layer of rust will help them pop out a lot easier. Hey, you have a good one, buddy. I hope you you have a good one. Will, it's okay. I'm glad to see you. I hope you're having a good one. I know I probably hit you with this surprise stream at the wrong, like, well, I won't say the worst timing, because you might be off work. Like, there's at least a chance that you're not working right now. Albeit a somewhat slim one. I hope. Take it easy, Jerry. Get some good rest. Oh, I saw something. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now I'm at the point where I need to be checking this stone, like, often, even though it probably isn't quite there yet. Getting close. Slowly but surely, I'm getting the excess bezel material taken away. Although, it is fighting me a little bit. Yeah, I actually cut this oval, Michelle. They can be a wee bit more complicated than some other types of settings, or cuts, but they usually look really good. Rounds are definitely the easy method of when cutting. Hey, you almost fit. Alrighty. Now I switch my burr again back to the round one, and hopefully for the last time. Or at least on this ring. I figure I'd just flash in one that I've already finished. I have cut a couple trillions. Yes, although I haven't done it on the Facetron yet, although it is in the on the to-do list. I do hexagons too once in a while. Alright, and how close are we? We're very close. How about now? Does it fit now? Close. It's really, really close. There's a little rocking. I've got a couple slight concerns. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this stuff called occlusion spray. They use this when testing out your dentures and stuff. Hopefully that should work. When I spray that in there, it leaves a powdery residue on the surface. Then as I put this in, move it back and forth a little bit, pull it out, I will see where the sapphire is hitting, and that'll be the point causing issues. Boom, 1, 2. that will work. Alrighty. Real quick, because I don't want to have to try to clean this stuff out later. This is a polishing mandrel, or not mandrel, mandrel. I think it is a mandrel. Anyway, I'm going to use that to quickly just remove the green stuff that I just sprayed in here. I don't have to do this, like no one will ever see inside here, but it's kind of just a point of pride, I guess. Hey, you're good, man. Hakuna Matata. I hope you've been having a good week. It does not want to cooperate. So be it. I have another way to get it out of there. I'm sorry you've been feeling well, man, or feeling unwell. I get it. I was down for like 2 weeks there. Okay. And now the stone is gonna go right in perfectly. I said perfectly. It's close enough to perfectly, actually. Will do. Oh man, that's no bueno. Sorry to hear that. Alright, so I'm going to cheat a little bit by, well, it's not cheating. I've gotten the bezel so thin at this point that I can start getting it set by just pushing over a little bit of metal around enough of the corners. You know what I love about sapphires? So this process can take a bit, but sapphires, super durable. I'm not always brave enough to do this. But I love it when I am. Because it's so much time. So this is a pneumatic handpiece. It pushes this up and down really quickly. Usually used for engraving, but if you just take a burr and, you know, I basically polish or flatten, rounded slightly, and then polish the tip up. And then it becomes an automated bezel pusher. So I'm gonna put it right there. See if you can. Okay. I'm filing this down so it's easier to move. The thinner the bezel wall is, the easier it is to get it to move where I need it to. And that little spot there is the only place that I see it's giving me issues. Okay. I was just sitting there thinking, why did I use the hammer that last one? Could have saved a bit of time doing this. Now, there are a lot of stones I would not recommend doing this on, like a nice emerald. Although I have done this with emeralds before, so totally possible. Opals, though? Opals are just not my friend with this. Although I'm beginning to believe that Australian opals aren't anyone's friends. Alrighty. Gonna have some cleanup on that one still, but that is okay. There's ring 1. There's ring 2. That one's nice. Although the blue, this one's blue is really pretty too. Thank you. Just trying to bust out as many rings as I can today. Give me 1 second. I will be right back. We will start working on the third ring, and then hopefully, now this one won't be a Montana Sapphire, but it looks like I'm going to have time, so might as well. This will be an amethyst ring. Be right back. I am back. Thank you for your patience. Also, I noticed there are 13 thumbs ups. Thank you for the liking, and to those of you just hanging out, it really does help the channel analytics. I appreciate it. Oh, and if you guys haven't seen the recent video I made where I showed how I made all the material for this out of dust, it had some really good analytics, and I'm still hoping we can push that one over the brink. So if you might be willing to like, comment on that one, it'd be a huge help. Now to return to the next ring. I didn't. Not yet. No. I was that when you say just, do you mean like just now? Or do you mean the ones you sent a few weeks ago? Because I did see those ones, and I'm curious. I haven't seen material like that before, so right now that it's kind of a thing of curiosity because I'm I just have I've seen some similar types of sapphire rough, and I'm kind of curious, like, how well I'll be able to see the difference. Okay, I need to switch to the ball burr real quick. Didn't think that one through. My bad. Sorry, my day's been a little challenging too, so my brain's just not fully working up to speed. Shit, before even I got up. Ow. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I always appreciate learning opportunities. And these rings are starting as low as 200. This series collection, whatever that I'm making right now. Yeah, it's hard to make accurate identification from pictures, especially without, like, I do a lot of my identification work under a microscope that gives me 40 times zoom, and that's super clear in that zoom. It does. Although, Chris, I personally feel that all indicolite looks good in a bezel settings, but uncut, I've always had a thing about playing with uncut tourmaline. All right, we're getting there, but it still got some work. Hopefully. Although I always have a proverb about not getting overly excited because expectations are the root of misery. But it never hurts to keep your fingers crossed and hope for the best. One way or the other, we can make the most out of that rough. Like, if not some sort of financial win, then there's always the ability to keep keepsakes, mementos, learning lessons. I don't know if any of you guys have watched the Gemology Schmuck, or whatever that dude's name is, on YouTube. Really good gemologist. I learned a lot from him early on. I digress. So he has a ring that has a star sapphire in it. And it's one of his favorite rings. He wears it all the time. And that's because that ring taught him a lesson. He bought it thinking it was going to be a big come up. And the back of the ring, you can see the back of the sapphire. And if you know what you're looking for and pay attention to star sapphire cabs, you can tell with the naked eye if they're lab grown or synthetic. And so that ring turned into like a life lesson that he carries with him. I always like things like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. He's a pretty cool dude. Hey, Steven. No, actually, you nailed it. Although Iris isn't here this time. Yeah, the first one, when I started doing this, as soon as I held my first tourmaline crystal, I was pretty much hooked. I have this habit of literally keeping a couple nice ones nearby because I love working with this stuff in jewelry so much. I just always keep a couple on my desk. And shit. Moldavite. Although with my beliefs about Moldavite, I'm starting to wonder if I should get rid of it. Superman crystals. That's a name for Moldavite. Michelle, I struggle with that one. I have a very rational um, view on life in the universe, and there isn't a lot of good evidence out there for rocks having some sort of mystical power. However, moldavite is one of the stones that I got early on. One of the things that always rung the most true with what I saw out there about moldavite was that it basically accelerates your destiny. If you're on a good track, that can be a good thing. If you're not on a good track, going too fast doesn't give you much time to make changes. It helped me build a, if true, that would mean it helped me build a business at a rapid speed. But with some of the struggles I've been experiencing over the last 2 years, I might consider ridding the house of it just to slow those troubles down for an hour. Maybe if and I'm not saying I'm a believer, I'm just saying by that logic, like, because after life has gone where it has with crystals, I can't personally discount it anymore. Every time I've sold a piece of moldavite, I've basically said the same thing too. Like, if this is true, don't be afraid to throw this thing away, because, you know, in good times, that's when you would want to use something like that if it existed. When things are going badly, there might be the urge to just, like, get it over quickly, but that much damage in a short period of time can be unrecoverable. For the longest time, I wore a purple labradorite for protection, basically. Like, just to, I don't know, it was meant to, as I started wondering if they could actually have some sort of, you know, maybe there's something there. I don't know, but maybe. Anyway, the purple labradorite I love. It's really pretty, and it's also supposed to be protective to the emotional and spiritual self. And that seemed like something I could use when I was in that period of my life. For the longest time, I thought about pairing that and moldavite together, but I don't know. That's not exactly like my forte, the magic stuff, and I don't really want to fuck around with something that I don't understand. And not even, don't even know that I believe in. Like, that feels inauthentic. Right? I have a thing about purple labradorite. Go. It is ready. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna do the same thing I did last time. I said this is cheating. It's not. Like, this is super pro, but it feels like cheating. Nope. I know what I'm doing here, little Sapphire. Don't fuck around with me. The bezel just told me that it is really thick. You might be wondering how it told me that, because that air pressure wasn't enough to move that. Oh, nice, Steven. Hell yeah. Seriously, there really could be something to it. Like, I may be stubborn and not quite ready to believe yet myself, but I definitely can't argue against it anymore at this point. I don't base, like, lived experience doesn't, I don't base everything on lived experience, but it does make it a little challenging to be like, you know, my lived experience says different than the data, but I'm going to go with the data. After I get done setting this one, I feel like, I don't know, I'm going to take a really close look. So I kind of wish I could bright cut these. And maybe I can do one. Bright cutting is something I want to get more experienced with my bezel setting. However, I can only do it with stones like sapphire, diamond, etc. because it requires running the graver along the edge of the gemstone to cut the bezel down. Speaking of bringing the bezel down, or in, I am using an abrasive disc right now to remove some metal from the outside of the bezel. This makes it thinner and easier to push without me needing to remove more from the inside and create bigger looking gaps between the wall and the edge of the gemstone. If that makes sense. Yeah, I just love rocks. Like, that's it for me too. It's just, in my love for rocks, I've started to reconsider some previous held beliefs. Sorry, my hands are shaking. And I need to slow down when that happens. I really struggle making jewelry with PTSD, and it's been really bad the last, I don't know, year and a half, I'm gonna say. Kind of hard to focus on something. Oh, you're good, man. You ain't gotta focus. I'm just streaming because it helps me stay focused. If other people enjoy that and want to hang out, then that's cool. Hey, son of a bitch, get back here. What the fuck is going on with you? Is that better? Yeah, it can be hard to differentiate between them. Okay. Oh, that's dope. Meteorites. Awesome. I'm going to try and hammer this first because I can move the metal quicker. Per, like contact. Awesome. It's actually something else I keep on my desk. I mean, I keep a lot of stuff on my desk, so kind of an unfair one, but I know there's a piece or two of different types of meteorite over there. All right. So now said ring or sapphire should be set fairly well in there. I just want it to be a tighter set. Okay, maybe. Huh. That will be challenging. You know what? I'm gonna hammer this one. I have heard of Whatnot. Yeah, I've tried Whatnot in the past when I was, well, no, when Whatnot was just getting started. I didn't have a very high opinion of it back then, although I don't know that it was fair to Whatnot. Problem was, for me, it was just people wanting like Mercari thrift store type prices when I'm trying to sell Bulgari luxury quality, if that makes sense. Or I'm wanting to, at least. I might try bright cutting it yet. I don't know if Whatnot has changed a lot since I first tried it, or what their fees are now. Might need to do a wee bit of hammering on the ring itself. using my ring mandrel. It's not bad. It will work. That might not be a bad way to go about it, depending on how challenging that is to set up. Something I gotta put some effort and attention into is my current streaming program setup and all that. All right. Sorry, I still got a few spots I gotta hammer down on this. I guess. All right. And then well, I'm glad to hear that. I hope you're okay. I'm glad my timing was good, though. Alrighty. Let's see if I can successfully bright cut this thing. Before I do, I have to hit that spot one more time with the hammer stuffs, because it's still complaining. There. So the way this works, the edge of my graver is polished, and when that runs over the silver, it will polish the silver also, and it cuts it, or it should. So the whole reason we do this is to well, make the inner lining of the bezel look really polished and bright, hence bright cut. I have a feeling this is hard to do partially because of my setup. I don't have the best engraver in the world. Yeah, well, that will work for now. Still got to polish it down and stuff. Looks like this one, I'm going to price it $150, I'm going to guess. About that. The other one will be $250. It's got a really nice sapphire in it. And the blue one, the stones listed it for. So I'll throw in the ring for free on that one. We'll just call it $400 on the blue one if anyone wants it. Now, I wasn't sure that I would get to this one in the stream, but I'm still here. By the way, I noticed we have 14 likes. I just want to say thank you again. Each and every one of those helps the channel a little bit. Couldn't do it without you guys. Thank you. I possibly rough garnet. I might. I have a couple pieces from up here in Montana, but I've burned through most of them. Another one. I've been working on these all week. I think I spent all of Monday making dust into wire and plates for this. I'm hoping to have 12 done by Sunday. At least 10. This one's going to be amethyst. Let's see here. How does this square up? And we'll use that for now. Maybe not that one. Maybe we'll go down a little bit in size. But I'm trying to crush through them. Okay. And I can still make more of these. I still have the tubes for... So this is how I made the settings. Yep, made the tubes too. Pretty fun. And still have more wire, so if anyone's wanting a custom one, let me know. That's a Montana Sapphire I faceted. This one is... I want to say it's right at 40 or 50 points. Half carat. Real close. Super light blue, untreated, gorgeous, gorgeous stone. I think it's like 900 a carat, and I'll do a simple ring like one of these for free for that, since it's like a $400 rock. If anyone's interested. Thank you. Yeah, I thought it was pretty sick too. All right. Now I just need this amethyst to fit in there nice and snug. Really beautiful amethyst. Very close. Very, very close. You can see how this burr is shaped like the bottom of a gemstone so that it leaves a ledge for the bottom of the gemstone to sit on if I do this right. These setting burrs have multiple uses, that's for sure. Oh, it's coming along well. Alright, get it set here. Something I need to consider before I do this part is the fact that the outside of the bezel is probably thick and that'll make it really hard to push over. I only need the top little bit thinned out, and so I can do that at an angle with one of the abrasive discs. Yeah. Where? Okay, so that's going to take way too long. And it's the fastest silicone carbide disc I have for material removal. However, I do have these diamond cutoff wheels, and when they don't work for cutting anymore, the sintered diamond up on the top and bottom can still be used as like a file. So I'm gonna use that, slow my machine down a bit because I don't want it to be too aggressive. Especially because I gotta polish it afterwards. I just ever so slightly angle this. Of course, the adrenaline starts flowing. I'm already having struggles today. So the moment that adrenaline starts flowing, my hands are like all over the place. And then that makes me even more nervous. So more adrenaline floods. Whoa, no. Oh well, I can file that out. Pay better attention, Tyler. Alright. Hope you're having a good one, Will. I don't think it's any harder because I'm on video. Actually, I think it's the video helps in a way because it's a little easier to distract myself by talking, although there is the downside of I don't have access to my audiobooks right now, so I can't slow down. I don't know that one's worse than the other. Although it does make it more difficult for me to talk. Are the audiobooks I can't working? Oh God, yes. I hate Jeff Bezos and I do not like supporting Amazon, but I would not be where I'm at today without copious amount of audiobooks. Not only in their ability to take me somewhere else so I can, or take part of my brain somewhere else so that the rest of my brain isn't overwhelming itself, but because like there's just so much good reading out there that can help one explore themselves and what we believe, etc. How, you know, writers give a lot back to the world. might be going overboard at this point. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to miss your comments. Hello. Oh, you're good. Yeah, I made the silver. Sorry, I was trying to read all the talk about meteorites. I saw two meteorites twice in there and was like, ooh, meteorites. Now, hopefully after what I just did, this will set nice and even and pretty. I'm too afraid to try bright cutting quartz. It'd probably go just fine with this bigger one, but I'm still just a little timid about it. Whenever I try it, I do it by hand, because you can also use a push engraver to do it. Let's see if some will just push over for me, because that will make a lot of this process a lot easier for me. If I can get it to just hold itself down for the rest of this. There we go. The only types I have are the iron ones, including those sliced ones that are kind of, you know, you can see their grain. And then I have a piece of pallasitic, you know, the stuff that's got low quality peridot inside the iron. That one's pretty cool. I was hoping I could use it for jewelry, but it didn't pan out.
You didn't even eat. That's awesome.
Oh, there we go. One more set. I still got to polish this one. Piece of silver dust on the top scared the crap out of me. About perfect sizing on my bezel. Not too tall, but not so short that it pokes through the bottom. Pretty one. Well, guys, I'm gonna call it a night. I appreciate y'all for the likes and hanging out with me. I hope y'all have a wonderful evening. I'm gonna go for a I need a monster. I will talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good one. Catch y'all on the flip side.